Hi guys, so I wasn't going to put an intro in this. I was just gonna kind of like get right into it. This is obviously a get ready with me from the title, but I do want to put, I guess, a little bit of like a warning on this. I don't really know what it would be called, a caution, whatever. This is a very real and I guess a little sad, depressing get ready with me. I don't like cry, it's nothing like that. But it's more of like real talk and like what's going on in the world and what's actually going on in my life and how I feel, more than like puppies and doggies and rainbows. So if that's the kind of get ready with me you like, I probably wouldn't continue watching this, just to save yourself some time. That's why I'm putting this disclaimer. And if you don't, I will see you in my next video. But for now, let's get started. Hi friends, if you are new here, my name is Sam, and if you are not new here, hi girl, how are you? Today I wanted to do a little bit of a chit chat, get ready with me. I don't have a lot to do today, so it's not gonna be a super crazy look. My skin's kind of freaking out right now, so please bear with me. But I just got out of the shower, my hair's wet because I'll probably do that at the end of this too. But I just want to get right on into the makeup. I'm doing Benefit's Professional Primer. Everyone absolutely loves this stuff. I have to get more of it. I don't know if you could tell, but it's at the bottom where I have to like twist it up and push so it comes out. There's like nothing left in it. I have to go out and get some more soon. I'm going in with the Tarte Shape Tape. I'm also running out of this, and I don't know how I feel about it anymore. I like it, but I feel like so many other really good ones are coming out. So I don't know if I want to like branch out and try something new. I do this before I do my foundation most of the time, just because I like the way it looks more. I don't really like that highlighted under the eye look. You guys should like get, you know, your makeup out and sit and just like get ready with me. So what have you guys been up to? I hope you can see me. I have like a mirror right here. It's not in the shot, is it? I really hope not, because it'll make me look more like orange, because it'll like focus on that. But how have you guys been doing? I am in just like a really odd place in my life, and I will open up about my struggles because I feel like not many people do that, and I just always want to keep it real. I'm just in like a really weird place in my life where like, it's not that I don't know what I want to do next, it's just there's so much time in between. Like if I want to go to grad school, I want to go to grad school, and it's just there's so much time in between when I would start that and like now. And it's like, obviously I want to work and get a job and have money, but it's like I don't want to like really start a career because I'll be going back and I don't even know where I'll be going to school. It's just a really weird time. So if any of you are in college and want to take a year off, which is what I'm doing, wow, it looks like no, matches me perfectly now. Which is what I'm like doing and what I like told myself I wanted to do and whatever. If any of you are planning on taking a year off, I would highly recommend not doing it unless you have some like, I don't know, concrete plan or like internship in place and that's why you need to take a year off, or some people do like the Peace Corps, I don't know. Unless you have something like that, then I would say always get your ears, ladies and gents. Then I would say, okay, fine. But if you don't and you're kind of just, like I wanted to take a year off so I could study for the GREs, which is the test to get into grad school. And I was like, you know, I'll have that whole year to really study and like take it and like work and blah, blah, blah. Let me tell you. Let me tell you, it's too much time. I really wish I found a way to study for the GREs while I was still at school and apply for right after and not have this just like awkward chunk of time in my life. I just hate not being sure of what I'm doing. I want to go back to school, but still like the application process is like I can't even I can kind of start applying to some now that start next summer, but I can't even start applying to the other ones yet. My professors aren't even getting back to me a letter of recommendation. I need 3 of them, which I think is the most excessive thing in the entire world. But, you know, please, if you guys have gone through this, you graduated college, you took a year off and were kind of like unsure if it worked out for you, because I don't really know anyone that's kind of in the same boat as me right now. But, I don't know. Been in between jobs kind of too, and like not really knowing what you were gonna do or whatever. It doesn't have to be just like school related, but just let me know, because honestly, YouTube has like helped so much, and all other YouTubers like say that, and they're like, YouTube really helped me, YouTube really helped me, and it's like so crazy. I would always be like, how? You're talking to a camera, like there's no one there. How can it really help you that much? But it is like therapeutic in a way. Like no matter what you're doing, whether it's Jaclyn Hill doing makeup or like, I don't know, someone else doing like story times, like it really is like a cathartic experience. It's like when they tell you something's bothering you and they're like, oh, write it in a letter, and like you don't have to send it if you don't want to, but like, you know, writing it down just really helps. That's kind of like what this is. I never want to be that type of person that pretends I have like the perfect life, or I like everything's going great and perfect and like, watch me, I'm amazing, like you're gonna want to be me. Like I never want to be that kind of like YouTuber. I don't know, I just appreciate realness. So I hope you guys do too. I'm wearing this cute little pink top, so I'm gonna go in with the Kylie Sweet Peach palette. It's like glowing, reflecting. And the Curly Bible palette, this is her first one and not her second one. I do have her second one, but it's like way under deep, and like I'm not getting it. I literally said in the beginning of this that I wasn't gonna go all out, and then here I am going all out. All right, I'm very consistent. Obviously, I listen to myself. So let's go in with like a pretty basic transition, because God only knows what I'm gonna do on my eyes. Hopefully it works out. Ooh, I'm getting inspo kind of ready. Also, one thing that's like still baffles me is I don't think I'm like the best in the world at makeup. Obviously, there's so many people like out there and on YouTube that are like better. But like I could have the same palettes and the same brushes and the same pigments and everything, and I could sit down and try to copy a look that I really like, and it just still doesn't come out the same. It doesn't. And I don't know why, I don't know how. I'm offended by it. Like I really don't know how they do it so well. Like I could literally like put their video in like slow-mo and copy like exactly the brush strokes with the same brush, the same color from the same palette. It just doesn't turn out the same. And I don't know why. Let me know if you guys have that problem. I feel like that's like a very common problem. Like I've kind of been more into like reading comments lately, not on like my videos, but on other people's videos, just because, I don't know, I just check them on mine so much. It's like, I wonder what other people will say on like other people's videos. And a lot are not very nice, but even between those on like makeup artists like pages, they'll be like, I really tried my hardest to like copy this and it came out absolutely nothing like yours. Like, how are you doing that? And I really don't get it. I really don't. Like, I sat down, what event was it? I was going to some event. It might have been like a formal or semi-formal for my sorority. And I sat down and I tried to literally copy one of Jaclyn Hill's looks. It was, I think it was the look she did with her own palette, which if you've even been watching me for like 0.2 of a second, you know I'm obsessed with her palette. It's like one of the main palettes. I think it encompasses absolutely everything you'll ever need in your life. Being a little biased, but whatever. And I tried to copy one of her looks for whatever event it was, and I it like didn't turn out the same. And I had to kind of like tweak it because, you know, I had to leave and I didn't have time to completely start over again. But yeah, it was like really upsetting. I was like, how? Also, did you guys see about Kate Spade? It's just so upsetting. And I don't, obviously, suicide and dying in general is like upsetting. But I just think the most upsetting part to me was when they kind of talked to her husband and her family. And one thing like really stuck out, and I don't, oh my God. Ooh, almost dropped that. One thing really stuck out to me was her family was like, oh, but she was always like laughing. She always made us laugh. She was the one person in the world that could like make me laugh harder than anyone else in this world. And it just like really stuck with me. Like, that's the saddest part, is like people, you usually find people who are like really, really depressed. Like, they almost overcompensate and feel like they have to make other people laugh because they like don't feel happy inside, if that makes sense. Like, and obviously I'm not saying like they should have known because she was like making jokes, but like, you know what I mean? Like, look at like Robin Williams. Like, that was his career. He made a career out of like making other people laugh. Like, that was like his job, was like doing that and kind of like overcompensating. And I don't mean every like person who's like a comedian or like Will Ferrell or like Steve Carell. Like, I'm not saying they have to be like that. I'm just saying, you know, like, that definitely is one of like the defense mechanisms. Anything you read in the news is sad. And that's like even more depressing because there are so many great things going on in the world, but like we always focus on the bad things. I feel like it needs to be talked about. Personally, that's my personal opinion. I feel like I'm not gonna sit on here and like do my makeup and pretend nothing's happening in the world and like I'm perfect and life's perfect, the world is perfect, world peace. You click on this video, you go get some real talk, okay? And maybe a lot of you clicked on this video because you thought this Get Ready With Me was going to be all like, I'm going to pick flowers and we're gonna slide down a rainbow and then I'm gonna like swim in this super like cool lake, and this is my makeup for the day. You'll see it on my Instagram for when I like pick out my puppy. But like, I don't know. I'm just really not in the headspace for any of that right now, and I'm not gonna like fake it. My camera overheated and so I look a little crazy. I put on my lashes. I've been loving these. These are the Kiss lashes. I threw out the box. Maybe I can link them down below. I really like them. They're very fluffy and like wispy, but they're very flimsy. Like, they just kind of like, they don't keep that like nice U shape that's like easily goes on your eye. It's like a straight line and you put glue on it and you gotta like paste it there. I don't know. I am sorry that this one was, I guess, more on the like sad, depressing, dismal side and not very like happy and peppy. They won't all be like this, so if you watch this until the end, or at least until right now, and this wasn't your cup of tea, they will not all be like this. I just want to be real, and a lot of you guys have been asking for one over on the vlog channel. And I mean, like I said, if you guys ask for something, you will get it. And it may not be exactly what you expected, but I really hope people watching this who are real and want to, you know, be upfront about like what's going on in their lives or in the world or anything, enjoyed this video. Look at that, it's so dead on the ends because I bleached it to like get kind of low lights. I guess they're highlights for me since I have brown hair, but like the light brown kind of like balayage at the end. So my ends are like fried, and I keep straightening it, which I understand doesn't help. But you know, here I am living my life, not caring if my hair falls out. Just wear a wig. Wigs are in now. But I guess on the same line as staying educated, I've been really into these podcasts. I don't know if I talked about this. I don't think I've talked about this. I've been really into podcasts lately, but I've been into, okay, I'm like the biggest nerd you'll probably ever meet. Like in my spare time, I listen to podcasts like medical journals or like astronomy. Oh my God, astronomy. My favorite one, it's called like 365 Days of Astronomy or something. And so they record a show 365 days. That's every day, all year. But each day of the week is like a different type of show, if that makes sense. Maybe you'll look into it if you're into astronomy. But I'm just into, I haven't really kind of branched out and listened to the other ones, but I'm really only into like one day of the week, one type of show, and it's called like Astronomy Cast. And it's a man and this woman, and she's like an astronomer and he's like a published, I don't know. He always says it in the beginning of them and I always kind of like blank out, but she's like an astronomer and they always talk about like updates in our solar system, and like I'm a big nerd. So if you are into really anything, like I don't even want to say like astronomy or like medicine, they have everything on there that you can imagine. I feel like this is like, I'm gonna like whip out like, and this is now sponsored by the podcast app, which no, it's not. I don't know why. I don't know where this like sudden like podcast came from, because I would listen to podcasts but like on YouTube. I just don't know really where like the podcasts on the podcast app on your iPhone, where that whole like move came from. I'm really not sure. Let me know if you guys know like kind of why. I really think it's just because no one was using that app and Apple saw that, and then they probably just like paid people to make podcasts on there, to like well-known people, so people would re-download the app. Do I know too much, Apple? I think I do. See, my friends, stay educated, stay woke, because the Illuminati's probably coming for me now because I know too much. Also, if you guys are wondering what straightener I'm using, it's a GVP. It's like a knockoff GHP, but you can find it at like Sally's. I really like it. I think even on my brittle damaged hair, it's been very kind. I have so many real things in this video right now. I don't even know what to title this. Like the realest get ready with me anyone's like ever seen. I don't know. I saw someone on Instagram. A lot of things originate from Twitter and then like move to Instagram, so I never know which one it like actually like originated from. But I got this at TJ Maxx. And if you guys know TJ Maxx, they sell hair care products and they sell a lot of chi stuff. And chi stuff, if you don't know, is very expensive. And TJ Maxx is a discounted price type store, and so they have them for lower prices, and that's where a lot of people will get them. Some girl bought it's like a red bottle of chi hairspray from TJ Maxx, and it was life-changing. She like scratched at like the bottle and this like film came off, and it was like a completely different brand of hairspray. I don't know. Let me see if I can like find it for you guys. If you guys haven't seen this, I don't know if you guys maybe have that bottle from TJ Maxx. Try ripping it off, because I would. So the bottle looks like the one in the middle, and then this is what has been like shaking the internet.
My friends, stay educated, stay woke.
But I got this, and obviously they could have gotten the bottle and they could have filled it with something else, because now I know TJ Maxx plays that game. But it smells good and it hasn't like done any damage to my hair, so whether it's chi or not chi, it's kind of working. Go through the bottoms of my hair first, because you don't want the top to be really oily. The bottoms are as crispy as they probably come, but I won't get a haircut because that's who I am as a person. So this is my finished look. It is a purpley, maybe pinky, I'm not quite sure what I used, type of type of look. I'm in a much better mood now. I don't know if you guys can tell, like rewind the video and just like compare my moods. But like I said, this is very cathartic. Yeah, so if you liked this, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like this, but you want one of me probably more in this mood and talking about maybe like advice or taking your guys' questions or something, also like this. I love you guys so much, and comment down below if you like it, if you don't. What you want to see from me next. I am going to be filming a big clothing haul, so that'll be up very soon. And yeah, so I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys in my next video.